Hello, A.G.E.S students. Welcome to A.G.E.S in Minutes, where I review topics that are covered in class in only minutes. As always, if you haven't completed the assigned readings, please pause the video, complete the readings, and then return. The topic of today's lesson is public choice theory. So what is public choice theory? Public choice theorists take the same principles that economists use to analyze people's actions in the marketplace and apply them to government. To public choice theorists, political activity is economic activity. And we should be looking at the costs and benefits of a political decision, the incentives of politicians or voters, the self-interest. Take a look at black markets, market inefficiencies that we see in markets, and we can also apply them to government as well. Though most people base some of their actions on the concern for others, the dominant motive, according to economists, in a marketplace, whether it's an employer, an employee, or a consumer, is the concern for themselves or self-interest. Public choice theorists suggest the same thing is true for government. It doesn't matter if it's a voter, a politician, or a lobbyist. The idea is they might have concern for the greater good, but they certainly also have concern for their own self-interest. Economists who subscribe then to the public choice theory assume that people are motivated mainly by self-interest, and this is true in the marketplace and in politics. This is not an anti-government position. It is just, once again, recognizing that self-interest, which is such a strong motivating factor in the marketplace, is equally as strong in government. There's a lot of topics covered by the public choice theory. Really, the easiest way to look at it is anything that is in economics can also be applied to the government. So the idea of a concentrated interest versus public interest. Why do concentrated interests seem to get more political policies as opposed to the general population? The mutual benefits of exchange between special interest groups, Congress, and bureaucratic industries, also known as the iron triangles. Rational ignorance, we'll get into what that means, but essentially the idea that it's rational sometimes not to know because knowledge costs time and effort. Propaganda, and essentially we're going to take a look at propaganda and its impacts on inefficiencies in the political marketplace. Campaign finance reform. The median voter theorem, that comes from a guy named Duncan Black from MIT. Kenneth Arrow's impossibility theorem. And market failure versus government failure. It's a very interesting concept, and I think it's an appropriate way to look at politics and government in this A.G.E.S class. Thank you, and until next time, have a great night.